Hello, my dear students, my well wishers, and boys and girls, those who are interested in reading the short story of O. Henry, that is Henry Sidney Porter, an American author who was capable of writing not only short stories but also novels, poems, etc. However, I have already given you my first lesson on his famous short story, The Last Leaf. I know that all of you have gone through his another short story, that is The Gift of the Magi or Jimmy Valentine, etc. Now tonight I am going to read with you, I am going to discuss with you the second lesson, the second part of the story. What is it, dear? Sue asked. 6, whispered Johnsy. Johnsy, who had had an attack of pneumonia and was lying on her bed waiting for death, answered 6. That means there are 6 leaves on the ivy creeper, she could notice. Sue asked her what was the number of the what was the number of the creeper, and whispered Johnsy, and whispered Johnsy, 6. There were only 6 leaves. They were falling faster now, and the leaves that remained on the creeper were falling faster than ever. 3 days ago, there were almost 100 leaves. And Johnsy also reminded Sue that 6 days ago there were about 100 leaves on the creeper. There are only 5 left now. That means the leaves of the trees have already fallen down because it is the season of autumn, and it is the high time of the creepers or the plants or the trees to shed leaves. It is autumn, said Sue, and the leaves will fall, and it is natural for the trees or the creepers or the plants to shed tears. That means to shed leaves. That means it is the play of nature, and after a few days, when spring will appear, when spring will knock at your door, all the creepers or the plants and the trees will decorate themselves with new leaves, with tender leaves. When the last leaf falls, I will die. That means Johnsy, who had an attack of pneumonia, was waiting eagerly for death, and she expected that she would die when the last leaf of the creeper will fall down. Said Johnsy with finality, and it was her resolution, and she was confirmed about her death. She was confirmed that there was no hope for his life, for her life. I have known this for the last 3 days. That is, I have come to learn just for the last 3 days. Oh, that's nonsense, replied Sue. Sue answered very promptly that it was a nonsensical talk. That means it is the conflict between hope and hopelessness. Sue was trying to incorporate hope into the mind of Johnsy, and Johnsy was quite hopeless about her own life. What had old ivy leaves to do with your getting well? So Sue asked. Sue here spelling is S-U-E. Sue asked Johnsy, what are the functions of the leaves with her life? And there is no relation between life and the falling down of the last leaf of the creeper. The doctor is confident that you will get better. And Sue also reminded Johnsy that the doctor was quite confident, was quite confirmed that Johnsy was going to be well soon, and there was hope for her life. There was no fear, and the doctor was also hopeful for Johnsy's life. Johnsy did not say anything. That means Johnsy was quite silent. Johnsy was silent because she was sure that she was going to die. She went and brought her a bowl of soup, a bowl of hot soup that will energize her spirit, that will keep her well, that will provide her with strength. I don't want any soup, said Johnsy. Johnsy was quite hopeless about her own life, and she was confirmed that she was going to die, and she had no intention to eat or to drink the hot soup. I am not hungry. Now there are only 4 leaves left. And she was constantly counting the leaves of the tree. There were only 4 leaves. She has already counted. And I want to see the last one fall before it gets dark. Before the darkness captures the environment, Johnsy wants to see that the last leaf will fall down, and it suggests the death of Johnsy. then I will sleep forever. That means I will be still. I will be lifeless. My body will lie on the bed, and I shall be no more in this world. She sat on Johnson's bed. Sue sat on Johnson's bed, kissed her and said, kissed her because just to pacify her, just to provide her with courage that she was not going to die, and said, you are not going to die. No, there is no possibility of death, and I am sure that you are not going to die. Here is a conversation between the two friends, Johnson and Sue. Johnson have had an attack of pneumonia, and Sue is trying her utmost or level best to cure her with her words of encouragement and also by calling a doctor, and also by calling a doctor who is giving or who has been giving her constant treatment. I can't draw the curtain. I can't draw the curtain, for I need the light. And she was reluctant. She was unwilling to draw the curtain because she needed the light. I want to finish the painting and get some money for us. And Sue assured her that she was going to finish the painting and to earn some money by selling or by disposing of her painting. Such was the bonding between two friends, Sue and Johnson. Please, my dear friend, she begged. That means she requested, please, my dear friend. She begged Johnson. She requested Johnson, promise not to look out of the window while I paint. And she told her not to look out of the window while she will go on with her painting. All right, said Johnson. And Johnson agreed. And said, all right. Finish your painting soon, for I want to see the last leaf fall. And Johnson insisted upon finishing Sue's painting as soon as possible because she wanted to see the last leaf fall. I am tired of waiting. I have to die. And Johnson was quite sure that she was going to die, and she was tired of waiting for her death. So let me go away peacefully. And also requested Sue that she should be allowed to live this mortal world, to live this tangible world very peacefully, like one of those poor tired leaves, like the leaves which have fallen down very peacefully, and what remains is the last leaf. So I want to end my lecture for the second day, and the third day I will give you another lesson. So at the last of my lesson I want to remind you that here is a conflict. Here is a conflict between hope and hopelessness. Hope and despair. Hope and frustration. Hope and wrong idea. Clear? So the two friends represent the conflict between hope and hopelessness. And let us see what will win and what will be vanquished. It's an interesting story, and don't miss the story. And I am delivering my lecture in a very simple language, in an easy language, so that the students of class 9 standard may understand, and there should be no problem to understand. However, another character will enter, and there will be another interaction, and wait for the next night. Good night today, and again I remind you to subscribe, to like, to comment and share. Good night.